Well, hey friends and neighbors, this is Chuck at Sheraton Park Farms. Welcome back to the farm. So a few weeks ago, we bought a new boar to add to our pig herd. And we bought a guy that was totally unrelated to anybody else on the farm. And when we got him home, after about a day, we got to watching him, got to looking, and noticed that he didn't have all of the equipment he should have. He was missing about half of his operational stuff. So we done a video on that. I'll post a link to that in the description down below. But Son and I just have got home. We have got a new boar that we're adding to the farm. He is half Hampshire, half Duroc. And I know before we had asked for suggestions for names, so I'm gonna flip the camera around and let you guys see him. But leave me a comment down below what you think we need to name this guy. Because I know pigs look different, and then you just kind of look at it and say, oh, that's a Henry, or that's a Walter, or whatever the name might be. But I'm gonna spin the camera around. Leave me a comment down below what you think this guy's name should be. And also, if you've not subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. We talk about pigs, if you can imagine that. We talk about pigs and chickens and turkeys and sheep and all kinds of stuff here. So if you've not subscribed, subscribe, follow along with us. But let's take a look at this new guy, see what y'all think we should name him. And then we got to set the trailer up. We got some pigs to load. We'll talk a little bit about that. We got all kinds of exciting stuff going on. So stick around, but let's look at this new piglet. Y'all remember Pumpkin and Jack? These are a couple of Helen's babies. Jack is the spotted guy over here on the left, and then Pumpkin is the little girl there on the right. But here's our new boy. And again, we don't have a name for him. So let me know what you think we need to name this guy. He's going to become an integral part of our farm here as we try to expand out and do a little bit more of a piglet rearing operation. He is half Duroc, half Hampshire. So kind of excited to add a little bit of Hampshire blood to our operation here and see how this does. But cute little fella. He's already been weaned. So we're starting the weaning process with Pumpkin and Jack. And we're going to put some electric wire inside this training pin here and get everybody up to speed on what the electric wire means, so we get them trained on that. But he's a cute little guy. We made the good decision this time to check him out really, really well before we brought him home. So he does have both testicles, 13 teats, good looking little guy. So what do you think we ought to name him? Okay, so we got the trailer backed in, and we've got the got our loading chute set up. Made a little bit of adjustment here. We had the lip stuck out a little far, so David and I took the skill saw and the sawzall and cut a couple inches off the front of that. So now we can get up much closer to the trailer than what we were before. Got our catch pen right here, and we have basically stopped them from having access to their feeder out on the pasture. And we brought in one of these, hello babies, brought in one of these tire feeders that we got the idea again from our farrow to finish school. So we got a tire feeder in here, feeding them in this. We're going to try to load tomorrow afternoon. We did load some other pigs and took them to the processor, and really didn't get a whole lot of good footage of that because it was raining and super muddy. But changed it up a little bit. We're feeding them in here this time, so hopefully we can have a better chance of catching everybody. We're going to move the girls because none of the girls are going. This is an all guys trip. We're going to move the girls out, so we're going to go up, set up a new paddock for them, and then see if we can get them transitioned over, have the girls separate from the boys, and then that's all we'll have to worry about come loading time tomorrow. Okay, so pretty much same type process as what we've used in the past on moving pigs, only this time we got the load and chute out there for all the boys, and we're going to move the girls. We're going to sequester them away so that whenever it comes loading time, we're not catching them up in that catch pen and having to separate them out and wrestling all that kind of aggravation. So what we've done is directly adjacent to the paddock that they've been in, and you can tell it's time to move. They've been here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. They've been here 10 days, so it is definitely time to move. But anyway, paddock that they're in, the girls are going to come here. This is a spot where they were, maybe a quarter of it is a repeat, but they're only going to be here for a couple days till we can get the boys gone. So same kind of deal. Started a reel right here. We've gone out and around, and there is a corner up there above the tall grass. We ended a roll there, started a new roll there, came out and around and down to here. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to open up this real short space right here and see if we can coax the girls across. We'll probably set a barrel water in here for them for a couple days. We're going to put a tire feeder in with them. There's 7 of them, 5 pounds a day, so they're going to get 35 pounds a day of feed so that we can maintain their body condition and not just put a whole lot of fat on them, because we are going to start AIing this crowd in about 2 weeks. Everybody's coming into heat about the same time. We got some dates on the calendar, so we're going to order some semen and see if we can't get them artificially inseminated. So here's another one of the tire feeders, like what we've got down with the boys. So we put this up here for the gilts, and we'll be able to ration their feed out now. Again, 5 pounds a day, 7 of them, so it'll be 35 pounds a day. So should work out pretty good. These things are super simple to make. Basically, it's one 8-foot 4x4, and then I think I got a 12-foot 2x12, and then a couple old tires. Cut the tops out of them and lag bolt them down. There's a number of videos out there in the world on making these, so. But they're going to work out pretty good. Easy for the pigs to bump around, knock around, repair them if we need to. All these Girl? Yeah. I ain't got nothing to do. There we go. Did you see your friend do it? Two down. Yep. What we got, 7? Yep. 3 down. There we go. Alright, we can see that fine. Okay, girls are sequestered away from the boys. They're not happy about it, but we do have an official bachelor pad designated now for these guys for loading in the morning. Girls are now over here by themselves. This is really our first, I guess, official sow group, other than just 2 random females that were artificially inseminated. So this is our first group of breeding sows, and like I say, we've got them on the calendar now for artificial insemination. A couple weeks we'll start that, and just going to have to do that simply because we don't have the boars available for it right now. So we'll get them inseminated here and hope to have some new piglets on the ground probably December, January, end of February, 1st of March, depending on whenever we can get the insemination piece done. Got our barrel drinker over here. Again, we like the new style drinkers that you can see right behind that barrel drinker, but only have one of those built right now. This will do just for a short period of time. They're only going to be here about another 24 hours before the boys are loaded on the trailer and ready to go. So drinkers in here, fences in here, and then we've got the that tire feeder up here. I moved it as far away from the boys as I could just so they wouldn't be tempted to try to push that fence. So there's our tire feeder up there with our girls. So I think we've got everybody separated, ready for a little loading adventure tomorrow. One quick change that we decided to make on our catch pen and loading chute down here is we've pulled that tire feeder out just because it takes up so much space in there. So we've pulled the tire feeder out. We're just going to put a couple of big Rubbermaid tubs in here that we've fed these boys out of in the past, and we'll move them up real close to the chute. Whenever they're in here eating and we're closing this gate, we want them to be as far away from the gate as we can, just to give us a little bit of cushion to get that gate put in place. Be a couple guys out here holding it up. So pull that tire feeder out again just to make a little more room. Love the tire feeder, works great, but we need as much space. We need those boys in this catch pen as far to the front as we can get them. So we'll put those Rubbermaid tub feeders up here, like I say, real close to that loading chute. All right, final chore of the day. We've taken just a single piece of poly braid and ran it all the way around the interior of our training pen, where we've got Jack and Pumpkin and our new little boar. And again, if you've got an idea on a name, even if you might have left me one before, leave a comment down below what you think we need to call our new little guy there. So we've got that single strand of poly wire ran all the way around the interior of the pen, back over here, and then we've got it connected to a Gallagher S10 solar fence energizer. We checked it, about 6,800 volts, 0.2 amps, so it's a nice hot fence. They've gotten into it a couple times, and now they're steering clear of it. They've decided they don't want any part of that. So training pigs on electric, this is the key. Start them young and put them on a real hot fence, and whenever they get up feeder age, 5, 6, 7 months, we've literally left the energizer off for a couple days and they won't come out of it. They really learn to respect that fence. So, but that's our training pen. Now the next step is getting Jack and Pumpkin there completely weaned off. We're going to 2 bottles a day. This little guy is weaned, a little smaller. We're going to tank him up, but going to go back to 2 bottles a day, then 1 bottle a day, and then they'll be completely off. But they've got some feed already in their hut out here. Put them a little feed in here, so they've got something to munch on. plenty of water. Learn to drink out of the nipples. They'll eventually go on a big drinker. So training in progress. So we got the new little guy in the training pen with the wire. We got Jack and Pumpkin. We're training them on the wire as well. Gonna start the weaning process. He's already weaned, like I said, got plenty of feed in with him. So we're excited to have him. Hope that we didn't make the mistake. Well, we didn't make the mistake that we made in this video right here where we picked the pig with only one testicle. We've counted on him and he's got two. So appreciate y'all watching. If you've not subscribed, that subscribe button's gonna pop up in the center of the screen too. Follow along with us. We'll show you the good, the bad, the ugly, the mistakes that we make here, and y'all can just follow along with us. But appreciate y'all watching. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks.